I'm telling them what I'm eating. I'm talking about going full carnivore. There's a picture of me in my butcher. Woohoo!
Eat your fatty meat, drink your water.
It took me 5 years of being on the carnivore diet and the lion diet and experiencing the healing before I felt strong enough to come out into the public arena and talk about it. And you know why I didn't want to talk about it? Because I don't have the data. I don't have the science behind me. I don't know why cholesterol, how fiber, whether or not I'm going to have a heart attack. But I will tell you one thing. I would rather die like this tomorrow than live like what I was. Forever. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live? I don't want to live forever, not like that. So now that I'm talking about it, I will not stop. I had a story in South Africa's Fair Lady magazine, big national magazine. I actually have it right here. Okay. Where is it? There we go. Fair Lady magazine, fighting spirit. Whatever happened to Irit Noble? Once the darling of the stand-up circus, she all but dropped off our radar in recent years. In fact, Irit moved to Darling, this little town, about an hour out of Cape Town, 6 years ago, because it seemed like a good place to die. Now, I don't mean that I looked around Darling and I thought, this looks like a good place to die. I was looking for a place to die, and then I came to Darling. So that's me in the fields of Darling with the lily fields last year. This was in December's issue. The worst thing of all is that I thought this is what it feels like to get old. That's what I thought getting old was. It just slowly disappearing into an early grave. Anyway, are there anything else? Yep, that's great. 8-page spread on my story. This was how it started. Then from that, I was asked to write my story for Lose It magazine, which is a South African weight loss magazine. And where is that? Carnivore diet saved my life. Carnivore diet saved my life. Oh, the carnivore diet gave me my life back. Okay, gave me my life back. Well-known speaker and entertainer Irit Noble's health became so bad she disappeared from public life for years. This is her story of how she regained her physical health and her zest for life. There's the picture of me when I first, that was me at 5 days, and then that was me at 100 days. Look, I've got some little meaties on my bones. I'm telling them what I'm eating. I'm talking about going full carnivore. There's a picture of me in my butcher. Woohoo! What else? My top 6 tips for the carnivore curious. Right. So this is still on the shelves today because this is a quarterly magazine. And because this was coming out, I started this YouTube channel, Meat Healed Me. And I began to call myself your meat mother because I stand here in front of you in my kitchen with no scientific data behind me, except that in 2019, I was diagnosed with autoimmune diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, and Sjogren syndrome. And 3 years later, my blood tests were completely clear. So no, I don't have scientific data. I am scientific data. And in a few days' time, I am going to be standing on the stage at the Nutritional Health Summit.
Please excuse my inability to use the word nutrition without adding something to it.
The World Nutritional Health Summit,
Double down, Noble, double down on it.
held here in Cape Town, put on by the Noakes Foundation. And can I tell you what I did with Tim Noakes? Okay, let me start the story. Firstly, another book. Right. This book, The Real Meal Revolution. This book, I don't know when the book was published, but in 2004, I was an MC at a big women's convention, and I had to introduce Sally Ann Creed and Jono Proudfoot, two of the co-authors of this book. I had to introduce them. And so I saw The Real Meal Revolution. At that point, I was still kind of mobile and I was still on my feet most of the time. I didn't know that within 2 years I would be completely bedridden. In 2016, I was in bed the entire year. I then had an operation and I got up and managed to carry on for about a year before I really fell into bed. But nonetheless, the Real Meal Revolution, Banting, changed everything. Certainly in South Africa, all of a sudden menus had Banting, high protein with a little bit of avo or something on the side. I didn't know that within a couple of years, I would be basically bedridden. And then I went on my meat journey and I learned to do all the things that I'm showing you in my videos, how to render tallow, how to make bone broth, how to look after yourself in a carnivorous way, how to use the lion diet, red meat, fat, salt, water, to heal your body, to reverse disease that they tell us is incurable. So, consider me your meat mother. That's why I'm here. Now that I've started talking, I'm not going to stop. Now that I've started, I cannot wait to take that stage. I don't know how many people are going to come to my talk. There are doctors, scientists, professors, people there, like Tim Noakes. Oh, I wanted to finish telling you my story of Tim Noakes. I decided earlier this year that I was going to come out and use my skills, communication, speaking, humor, honesty, authenticity, to put myself on public stages and tell people about what Lion Diet did for me. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking to people, about me, about the fact that my body is a self-healing machine and my body accepts meat as a miracle. So I got Professor Noakes's personal number. I wasn't meaning to do that. I literally was trying to get his email address and somehow his personal phone number got into my hands. And I knew that it was a little bit rude and very cold call-y, but I WhatsApped him with a couple of my details and a couple of links and said to him, I am available as a voice. However you want to use me, I am available to disseminate the miracle healing power of meat. If you want me, I'm here. He didn't really engage with me. He was polite, but he didn't really engage with me. And I kept saying to myself, I am speaking. I'm speaking at the summit. I'm speaking at the summit. I'm speaking at the summit. Let me tell you something. Yes, meat is powerful, but the mind is as powerful. I am speaking at the summit. I only have 15 minutes, but I'm going to eat the meat off that because I've been in training for the past year. And I'm going to go up there and speak in front of scientists and doctors. And I'm going to speak about the fact that I am a miracle And I am not alone. There are thousands and thousands of us out there who decided we are not going to listen to the doctors. We're going to listen to our inner voice. We're going to listen to our bodies. And it's amazing how when you stop gurgling and pooping and burping and all the noises your body comes up with when it's eating regular food, it's amazing how quiet the body becomes on meat. It just gently assimilates it, integrates it into your body. Eat your meat, drink your water. Eat what you are made of to cure what ails you. That's how it is for me. So here I am. Consider me your meat mother. I love you. I want the best for you, and I can see you healed. Please, please eat meat, dream big. Because once the foundation has been settled and the body is strong enough, you'll be amazed at how the life force energy just starts to move through you. And that's when you go back into the world in whatever way you want to. Or you step up onto a bigger level in the way that you want to. I love you. Talk soon. Like, share, follow, subscribe.